you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
Part 2. All right. Again, I ain't gonna do no recap. We are to the point where people have been talking about Andrea and a certain leader, and I'm defending Andrea. After defending Andrea, I'm in a singing group. We playing Truth or Dare, and somebody in the group has disobeyed the exact rule that we made and leaked whatever we said behind that closed door out. So this same specific leader is now asking about the game that we played. Now asking about the Truth or Dare game, right? So I'm sitting up in disbelief, and in my head I'm going and I'm trying to make sure I keep my poker face on, because I was like, what Truth or Dare game? Because nothing was supposed to be leaked. Nothing was supposed to be leaked. That's rain, y'all. Nothing was supposed to be leaked. Nothing was supposed to be leaked. So at this moment, I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on my feet. Dang. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on my feet and trying to be 2 steps ahead of whatever questions you're gonna ask, and making sure my response is spot on. So, like, I'm trying to make sure my body language is straight. Like, I ain't sit up, I ain't react. Like, I'm like, what Truth or Dare game? And so he was like, oh, you ain't gotta lie to me. You ain't gotta front with me. Olivia told me everything. Now again, if you go to this story time, you will know about Olivia. So the person that I thought, and I'm just gonna say baby mama, I thought baby mama, because she had to go get her son, and then her reaction of after I said my answer, I truly thought baby mama was gonna be the one who spilled the beans. And baby mama held her lips tight. It was mother Olivia. I guess I should have paid attention to that then, and I didn't. I didn't catch that red flag. Stupid. Anyway, so I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, it was just a game. It's nothing serious. Like, we was all just doing hypotheticals. Like, I was like, and nothing was supposed to go out of the room anyway. And so he was basically like, well, y'all answers are safe for me. He was like, but I want to talk to you about your answer. And I was like, what about it? And so he was like, so do you feel that way about me? Like, would you? And so I'm sitting in the seat and I'm baffled, because I'm like, at this point, your wife go here. I'm battling already about you and Andrea. And I'm like, I'm a little confused at this moment, because your wife, and you stopped me when I said that. You bust out laughing and said that is no longer. So at this time, y'all were going through a divorce, apparently, or y'all were separated. But you laughed. Even showed your hand where you had already took off your little ring. And I don't know if you took it off just for this particular purpose, but there was no ring. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. No, thank you. And I was like, it literally was just a game, and none of this stuff was supposed to leak out, because some of the men with the different answers were married. So nobody was supposed to know nothing. Ooh. Anyway, we so after I said no thank you, he was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, I'm good. He was like, okay. I walked out and I'm livid because now it's like, I don't know, it almost seems like the game, like I was using the game to like cover my true feelings to you, is what it seemed like. And when reality, we were literally just playing a game. When I say it was like 5-6 of us in that room, and 5 out of the 5-6 of us, I would literally say 4 called out married men, because there was no intention to act upon the married men. It was a hypothetical, would you do it if, truth or dare type. None of us had no intentions on even being with these people. Once we walked out the door, it was supposed to be squashed, forgotten about, and it had never happened. But leave it to Olivia. Olivia took all the tea, spread all the tea, except hers. Anyway, so he didn't mention nothing else about it. Good. I didn't mention nothing else about it. Good. So this particular time, again, did I try to unallow myself, or was this the same time? I'm trying to think how this stuff came into play. No, I had already tried to unallow myself, but it was getting out to other leaders in the church. So this other leader walked up to me, and he was talking about the unaliving situation and how he was praying for me, and he was sorry how he felt a certain way. But he was also talking about one of his friends, and how he was telling me to kind of like stay clear, because he felt like this friend had strong feelings for me. And he was like, I really didn't think that he did until I saw him do something to you. And I really didn't even pay any attention, because he was also saying something about the unaliving situation, because that was, for whatever reason now, was starting to be all over the church. And so once he had said, like, he was praying for me, this other leader's friend, he was like, oh, I'm praying for you, I'm sorry this stuff was going on, if you need anything, let me know. And after he said that, like, he kissed me on the forehead and walked away. And I didn't think nothing about it, because number one, you're a leader, but you're praying or whatever. But the friend was like, when he did that, when he saw him kiss me on the forehead, he was like, kind of stay clear. And I was like, oh, okay. Like at this point, like, I promise you, like, I'm baffled. I really don't be paying dudes no attention. My homegirl used to say, my cousin even said this. My cousin said, this dude that I was dealing with, he left, like, he kept leaving his hat at the house, at my condo. And I was like, he left his hat again. And so she was like, stupid, he marking his territory, like he like you. That means he want to come over there. He leaving stuff over there. And that's just in case another dude come over there or just happen to be there. It's like, bruh, move around, because this is my territory. And I was like, oh, that's why he keep leaving it? She was like, when you asked him, or when you told him, like, you left your hat, what did he say? He was like, yeah, he knows. She was like, you cannot be this slow. And I promise you, when it comes down to stuff like that, I honestly don't believe, like, dudes really like me or really be paying attention. I promise you, I don't. I think, like, I'm the duff. Like, the dudes be like, just like, we gonna be cool. Like, oh, she cool people. I promise you. Anyway, because I don't do, like, the girly girl stuff. Like, you like now. Well, I ain't gonna like now, because I'm like this like now because of this past situation. So I don't have my nails and my hair and stuff done. So, okay, well, prior, I still don't think like that. I still don't think, like, dudes be like, oh, okay, like, I want to make sure me and her are together. I don't. Anyway, so I didn't think anything past the forehead kiss, because it was like, you're telling me, like, you're sorry about the situation, not thinking nothing about that. Anyway, this other leader, he was basically telling me Like, stay away from the friend, but still offering like his empathy towards the situation. So while he's doing that, his wife walks up and says, "Why you always in my husband's face, Angel?" What? Well, first of all, this leader, we were in the choirs together. So anytime like there was sound, music, or whatever, we would all be joking around, talking around in a circle. I would never just be with him in his face by himself, unless he was sending a message. Yeah, unless he was sending a message. But he wasn't in my face for me. Like, he was never in my face for me none of the times. If it wasn't choir, if it wasn't something that was going on inside the church, or if you wasn't sending a message, he was never in my face for me. I was not your worry, love. I was not your worry. The person you should have been worried about was the person you was buddy with and allowing in your house and allowing around your daughter. That's who you should have been worried about. I was your least worry, your least concern. But anyway, she walks up and, "Why you in my husband's face? Every time I turn around, you in my husband's face." So at this point, and I told y'all, like, I could be an asshole, and I don't care who you are, baby. I'll fight you. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what you got going on. You ain't got no weapon, baby. We can fight. We can throw it. What's up? I'm with it. So once she said that, I started walking towards her. Her husband said, he turned around. He said, "Angel, don't worry about it. I apologize. I'm going to handle it." So he walks over to her, and she's still running her mouth. "Why? I just want, nah. I just want to know," and that's what her voice sounds like. So those who get it, get it. "I just want to know why she always in your face. Don't protect her." Oh, I ain't want your man. Now, I could say on this camera right now the rumors that was going around about you and your kid, but why would I do that? Because that's not what this story is about. Now, is it? Anyway, so after that, I am livid. I'm mad. And another leader of the church, well, actually, he's a deacon. Him and his wife were really, really nice. And they were, like, kind of close to me. And they also knew the situation. And when I mean close to me, not close to me, like, relationship-wise. They were close to me, like, close to me in proximity. And so he was really cool and really nice. And so he was, like, making sure I didn't move. Like, he was trying to take me out of the building. Where he was, he moved me out of the building. His wife came and talked. Like, they were talking to me, trying to calm me down. Because, baby, I'm with it. We can fight in front of the Lord. And she was trying to calm me down. So she was like, instead of, "Let's get this anger out of you, come to my house and hit the punching bag." I was like, "I'm good." She was like, No, you're not. No, you're not. Just come to my house and hit the punching bag. So, I think Keish was with me. I think it was Keish. Me and Keish, another girl, and another girl. Hell, Olivia might have been there too. I ain't gonna front. But anyway, we went to their house and we was chilling because she was trying to get me to calm down. And of course, they had knew about the unaliving situation. So she was trying to get me to calm down. We went in her basement, well, the man cave, and there was a punching bag. And so him and her, they was like, "Come on, hit it." So he left to go get food. His wife was still behind the punching bag. And so she was like, hit the bag. And I was like, "I'm good." And so she was like, no, you're not. She was like, "Imagine her face on the front of the punching bag." "You right, sis." Boom, 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 boom. So I'm tearing this punching bag up. Also thinking about the frustration. She was like, "Yeah, whoa, wait a minute. Because once I started hitting it, like really going at it, like it kind of was knocking her back. And so she was like, okay. Let me move and you can have it. So she moved. I hit the bags a couple of more times and then I was done. So we stayed there for a while. We ate, we laughed, we talked. I, got out of my funk or whatever. And we left. When I left, my phone rings. And it's the leader who I had a meeting with about the Truth or Dare game. the leader says, hey, heard about the confrontation, and I just want to call and check on you, and I also want to apologize, because I was like, yeah, because I'm a little confused on how these people know. How did they know? How did they know? I'm a little confused on how they know. He was like, well, lo and behold, we discuss it among leaders, because we also have to make sure, because it's a very serious situation, that we're watching and we're paying attention, and we don't see the signs that you're going to do it again, because we're liable, because we are aware. I can kind of believe that, because that's, with teachers, doctors' offices, that's true. It's true. Anyway, so I kind of flowed with that, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So he was like, you okay? You're good? You need anything? I'm good. He was like, well, come see me. There's an angel on my shoulder saying, don't do it. Get your in the bed. Say no. And the devil was on this shoulder saying, you mad as hell. You already know. In this truth or dare game, there was a bet. And in this bet, I said, I bet you I can. And they were saying, I bet you couldn't. And that devil was like, remember the bet. Let's see if you can. Now, remember when I said in part 1, like, you should never react off emotion and anger, because it will put you in situations that you shouldn't even be into. You should really take the time to clear your head and think, and not react off emotions. For real. And I know y'all like, girl, anger is the emotion. Anger is a totally different type of emotion, sweetheart, when it comes down to your thinking. All the other ones, you can kind of maneuver and work your way out of it. But that anger, your adrenaline is going a little bit more than it is with the others. And I'm just saying, you ain't got to take my word for it. I hope you do. But anyway, so I went with the devil. Don't do what I do, be better than me. Don't do what I do, be better than me. I went with the devil, and I went. Truth be told, I'm not even gonna front. This night, nothing happened. I went, and I was denying it. He was asking. I was denying it. I was like, no. And your words were, I know who I am in the church, but I'm also a man too. Now, for those who have had interactions with this person, sound familiar? Sound familiar? Oh. Anyway. So, yeah, it was like, no. So, that first time I was like, let me get out of here. I left. I didn't concede. I left. Left, went home. And at this time, I'm roommates with Busy Bee. I have moved out. I have already left. I got kicked out by the lady. I am with Busy Bee. Me and Busy Bee are roommates. Told Busy Bee what happened, where I was. Busy Bee like, girl, what you gonna do? Busy Bee is not part of the singing group. She was part of the choir. And we worked together. And we went to school together. We did one semester together. Yeah, we did fall semester together. And then she transferred to a different school. So I was like, girl, I don't know. And so, of course, our usual, friend, whatever you do, I support you. And I promise you, that's what we do. We support each other in craziness. We support each other in the bad. We support each other in the good. After the craziness is over, we cry, we laugh, we talk. Yeah, do it all. Do it all. Do it all. You like, okay. That's your final answer? Promise you. Do it all. She was like, don't do it. But whatever you decide, friend, I support you. Couple of. I literally would say like a month and a half. I would say like a month and a half. Like after a month and a half of the advances, I gave in. Before I gave in, I asked repeatedly about Andrea. Now, my male play cousins on here, I know y'all like, you know good and well that man wasn't going to tell you the truth. In that moment, do you really think that man was going to tell you the truth? Because he's trying to get what he's trying to get from you. Do you really think he's going to tell you the truth? At this point, Andrea is denying it as well. Andrea is fighting for her life and saying that's not what it is. We're just friends and I just highly respect him. And as I stated, even when they said Andrea was with this leader as well, Andrea had a boyfriend. So I was like, there's no way in hell. And rumor mill, and he was also counseling the boyfriend. So there was also a rumor that had got back to me. I won't even say that part yet. Anyway, he was counseling the boyfriend. So I was like, no, like I promise you, Andrea has the man. Andrea is not even going with that. But at this point, and then again, you had a wife. So there's no way. And I know y'all like, so if he got a wife, he told me like they were in the process of divorce, separated. Yeah, they still married on paper, but they separated. Different houses, all of that. Because I'm at the different house. Now, mind you, before I even got to the house, before you even come see me, because you checking on me because of the altercation situation that happened with the other leader's wife, there was a situation between Andrea and your wife, because Andrea was supposedly just helping you decorate your place. So there was a situation with Andrea and your wife, which really made people look at me sideways, because again, I've been defending Andrea and saying no, nothing. Rumor mill, during that time when there was a situation between Andrea and his wife, was supposedly, rumor mill, I don't know for sure, this is rumor mill, this is street committee, was when you and Chris, I think that's what I named him, when you and Chris fell out, separated. It was also rumor mill during this time that Chris pulled a knife out on you because of this situation and altercation between you and this leader's wife. Because, as I stated, this leader was counseling you and talking to you about your relationship with Andrea. I, again, even every time I'm asked about this, has been denying. He didn't do that to her. He loved her. I don't know why they're not together anymore, but that didn't happen. I don't know if it did or not. I'm just saying, I'm riding so the wheels fall off because you have been denying. Because I'm looking at you with your man. So you have been denying like that's nothing. Even when the situation came into play, you were denying this man, right? All right. So I asked, not once, not twice, but 3 times, like Beetlejuice. Are you sure there's nothing going on between you and Andrea? Because Me and Andrea are family. So if that is the case, I'm gonna walk out this door. Be real with me. Be honest with me. You told me no. All 3 times. Repeatedly. No. No. Nothing between us. Same thing Andrea said. So hell. Alright, so we sneaky linking. Cause according to you, now we ain't gonna get I'm gonna call it sneaky linking right now. But let's just say we sneaky linked a lot. I saw you on a lot of occasions. A lot of occasions. A lot of occasions. But okay. Okay. Anyway. So we're sneaky linking. Olivia knows, Busy Bee knows, because Olivia, of course, is in the house. Busy Bee knows, but nobody else knows, right? Well, lo and behold, I found out I'm pregnant. And at this time, before I found out I was pregnant, again, if you go to the Storytime military police in my house, it will make sense. At this time, me and Olivia have completely fell out because I've had enough of Olivia antics. And I am now hanging more with Gifted because Busy Bee is really busy with her family, with her jobs, and her daughter. So we're really not hanging out like we used to because she's busy. Hence, Busy Bee. So I'm hanging out more with Gifted, and Gifted, of course, cannot stand Olivia. But Gifted, we're real cool. We're hanging out or whatever. So I'm working at Walmart at this time, and this old lady, and because nowadays grandma must be 25, so it's kind of hard to relate. But just listen anyway. If an older person walked up to you and tell you your neck is jumping, then that would mean you were pregnant. Basically, your neck jumping meaning because you can see the baby's heartbeat. Your baby's heartbeat is extremely faster than yours, right? I'm at work, walking around. I am a full 99 pounds. Full 99 pounds, y'all. Full 99 pounds. This old lady I've never met before ever in my life. Almost sounding like Monique at this point, but I promise you it was an old lady. She walked up to me and she said, "Baby, when you have your baby?" "What baby?" I said, "I'm not pregnant." She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but your neck jumping, so I thought you was pregnant." Like I said, I've heard that before. My grandmama used to say a lot of stuff, baby. And the times when I was supposed to be in a child's place and not listening, I was listening. I ain't repeat, but I was listening. So I've heard that before. I know I'm doing the do. I know I am doing the do on a lot of occasions, but I think I'm safe because I'm on depot. And at this particular time, I was switching from depot to birth control. So my depot shot, and those who know, because I'm not the only one who got pregnant on depot, honey. Depot, once you get your depot shot, it's supposed to stay in your system for a year. And in order for you to switch, you have to wait for your monthly to come on in order to switch birth control. Because in order for me to start the pill, I need a period. So with depot, the only side effects that I had with depot was I would spot here and there, right? This one particular month, I spotted maybe for like 2 days, which was normal for me. I would spot, it would be very light, nothing. I didn't think nothing of it. Nothing. So, after the old lady walked up to me, like, I'm doing the doing, I was like, nah. I'm doing the do. Let me check. But this depot better come through. Baby, I'll never forget it. It was New Year's Eve day. I'm in the bathroom. I'm at home. I had bought a pregnancy test from the other side of Walmart, the other side of town, that Walmart, because I didn't work over there and them people didn't know me and they weren't gonna be nosy. I went through the garden center to buy my test. If I still had my son's book, if those pictures in those books wasn't destroyed, you would see the actual receipt of the day that I bought the test, honey. Because I had the receipt in his book and the pregnancy test in his book. Slid my little Walmart card, because during those times we had a Walmart card and my Walmart card had the Walmart transfer truck on the front. We get our little 10% discount. Got my little discount. Slid my card, got the pregnancy test, went home, went in the bathroom, stared at the test for a good 10, 20 minutes, I promise you, because I was like, God, don't do this to me. Ain't that crazy? We calling on Jesus even though we was around here fornicating or whatever. But I'm calling on Jesus because I don't want no kid. God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Finally took the test. And it in the instructions, the test is supposed to take 5 minutes. That test took 5 seconds. I called Gifted and I said, I'm pregnant. This fool talking like, yeah, we're gonna have a baby. No, we don't want this. We don't want this. I don't want this. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Gifted was like, huh? I was like, this is not what I want. She was like, girl, come to my house. Because at this time, I don't think Gifted had a car. I think something was going on with her car. Or either she had surgery on her hands. I can't remember, but at this particular time, she couldn't drive. So, I went to her house. And I'm sitting there. And I'm rocking on her floor. I'm rocking back and forth. She was like, you're not really happy. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. So at this point in time, Gifted calls because I am literally rocking on the floor back and forth. Don't want the baby. I'm talking about unaliving myself and unaliving the baby because I don't want this. This is not what I want. No, this is not this is not good news. This is not good news. So, of course, Gifted, because Gifted goes to the same church we go to, Gifted calls one of the leaders. And lo and behold, she called the leader that's my sneaky link. Because ain't that's what you said? Anyway. So, she called the leader that's my sneaky link, right? So, she doesn't have a clue, or did she, at the time? I think she did. And it wasn't from my mouth, but she knew. So she got the leader to basically tell the leader, like, yo, she's sitting on my floor. She just found out that she's pregnant. Like, I'm really worried about her because she's talking about unaliving herself. I don't like the way that sounds. I think she really needs to talk to somebody. She gives me the phone. And, of course, you have no clue about me being pregnant. This is your first time hearing that I'm pregnant because I haven't told anybody but Gifted. But Gifted called the church that we're members of because at this point in time, I'm talking about unaliving myself. So it wasn't like she was being malicious. She was getting help. I get on the phone and you say, is that true? Is what she's saying true? Are you pregnant? Yes. You made the statement, I knew it. Now, that's the whole different part, because, yeah, well, him saying I knew it, like I said, we been sneaky linking. So I would come up to your office and be in your office. And at this one point in time, like, you was kissing on my stomach and you asked me then, and I was like, no, like, I'm good, I'm straight, like, I'm on depot, I'm good. And you was like, okay. And even this other lady, I was at another leader's house that I used to babysit for. And this other lady was there, and so she was like, when you have your baby? And I was like, what? And so she was like, you can look at your little belly, like your little pouch. And I was like, girl, I just gained weight because I've been eating, because I worked at Walmart 2 to 11. So I was like, I eat and I go to sleep. There's no morning sickness. There's no missed period because I didn't have a period because I'm on depot. I would spot every once in a while. Probably once every 3 to 4 months, if that. Yeah. Anyways, your reaction was, if that's true, you need to come see me right now. I hung up the phone, didn't say bye, gave Gifted back the phone. I was like, I gotta go up to the church. So she was like, okay, because she's thinking like you're helping me. And the whole time, baby, I got in my car and was leaving town. And at this time, cell phones are invented. So we have cell phones. Cell phones are invented because I know some of my stories, one of them stories, like we had no cell phones, honey. We had beepers, we had pages. So cell phones are invented. So you call my cell phone and you're like, where are you? You should have been here by now. And I was like, I'm going out of town. I'm leaving town. So I figure out what I need to do, and I'm trying to get rid of it. You were like, no, you need to come talk to me. We need to figure this out together. So turn around, go to the church. We're sitting in there in your office, and you're pacing back and forth for a little bit, and you sit down, and it's like, oh, I fucked up my life. I have fucked up my life. And I was like, yeah, me too. So you started asking questions like, do you want to keep it? No, I don't. I don't have no money. Okay. So I got to figure that out. I'm working. I got to figure it out. But those who know, Walmart, you ain't making a lot of money, baby. But at this point, I got to figure it out. And I'm going to figure it out one way or another. I'm going to figure it out. So you you are sitting at your desk, and I'm sitting in the sofa, and you are repeatedly saying, I have fucked up my life. I fucked up. And so I'm sitting there going, how am I going to get rid of this baby? So you then say, well, we're going to have to come up with something, because sooner or later, you're going to start to show. I was like, I got to clear my head. I need to figure this out. I need to leave. That's typically me. I get quiet. I'm by myself. Stuff is going through my head because I need to figure stuff out. I need to see beyond. Like, I'm looking beyond and playing 11,000 scenarios. I am Doctor Strange at this point. Doctor Strange. So I get home and I'm trying to figure out stuff. And of course, my phone is ringing. The house phone is ringing. And my cell phone is ringing because I'm not answering neither. Busy Bee is like, girl, what's going on? Because once she answered the house phone and you're asking for me and I'm shaking my head no. And of course, she got my back. She like, no. She not here, or she'll be like, oh, she sleep, or she can't come to the phone. Whatever, she would make up something because I wasn't coming to the phone and I wasn't answering my cell phone. So she's in the room and she's like, girl, what is going on? And I was like, girl, I'm pregnant. And her face is wide, and at this point, her eyes are like this because she's already a mother. So she was like, what you gonna do? How you gonna go? And I was like, she was like, I get it. I'm gonna give you some time. Let me know when you're ready to talk. So I had already made my decision of getting rid of. That was already a decision. And it has nothing to do with the baby. It was more of because of my past. All this trauma, all this stuff, I did not want to ruin a human. I did not want to ruin a human because I have to mentally take care of myself from this past trauma, drama type situation. Now it needs to be a part 3 because we're at 40 minutes. Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. But I don't want to make y'all sit through 50,000 things. So it should be done on part 3. I promise. Because, yeah. And I promise it's going to make sense. But I want to set the scene. I want to set the scene. So, we are ending this part with me making my decision of removing the baby. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one.